Assalamualaikum. My name is Maisarah, and today we have the data for percentage of the workforce employed in 9 different industry groups in 30 countries in Europe. So today we have these 30 countries divided to 4 groups, which is Europe, EFTA, Europe Free Trade Association, Eastern, and other. And this is the 9 variables, 9 different industry. AGR is agriculture, forestry and fishing. MIN is mining and quarrying. MAN is manufacturing. PS is power and water supplies. CON is construction. SER is services. FIN is finance. SPS is social and personal services. And lastly, TC is transport and communications. So as we have all these data, first we do um, descriptive statistics. So we go to stats, basic statistics, and then display descriptive statistics. So for the variable, we set in all the 9 variables, and then we go to statistics and choose mean, variance, median, minimum, maximum, and missing. Then we click OK and OK. Then we will get this output, which is there is no and missing. There's no missing variable. And then mean, variance, minimum, median, and maximum. Next, to answer question A, we do correlation. So we go to basic statistics, we go to correlation. And then for the variable, we set in all the 9 variables, method, Pearson, correlation, and display p-values, and we click OK. So here, we will get the correlation. So from here, we can identify the relationship between the variable, between the 9 variables. And then to answer question B, we do cluster. So we go to multivariate. Cluster k-means. For the variable, again, we choose all these 9 variables. And then for the initial partition column, we took group 1. So group 1 is the data from, we take the data from the group and we number it to 1, 2, 3, 4. Such as Europe is 1, EFTA is 2, Eastern is 3, and other is 4. So for that, we can run the analysis, cluster k-means, and then we choose here group 1. And then we click OK. So from that, we will have, from the final partition, we will get the 4 cluster, such as cluster 1 with 7 observation, cluster 2, 8 observation, cluster 3, 8 observation, cluster 4, 7 observations. So for cluster 1 is stand for Europe, cluster 2 EFTA, cluster 3 Eastern, and cluster 4 is others. So this will get total to 30 countries. And then we also will see the average distance from centroid. Next, to answer question C, we perform ANOVA. We perform MANOVA. So we go to stats, ANOVA, and general MANOVA. So for the responses, we took all the 9 variables, and model is group, which is group of the country, Europe, EFTA, Eastern, and others. We go to the results, and we click matrices and univariate analysis of variance. We click OK and OK. So from here, we will get the ANOVA for every 9 variable. First, ANOVA for agriculture. The p-value, we can see it is significant at 5% interval. Next, ANOVA for mining and quarrying, we also p-value also significant at 5% interval. Next, ANOVA for manufacturing is not significant at 5% and 10% significant level. Same goes to an ANOVA for PS, also not significant. Then ANOVA for construction, also not significant. ANOVA for service is significant at 5%. ANOVA for finance is also significant at 5%. Finance, and then SPS also significant at 5%. Lastly, ANOVA for TC is not significant at 10% and 5%. Then we have the MANOVA for group. Here we will see at the weak test statistic, which we get 0.07402. And for the p-value is significant at 5% interval. Then to answer question D, we perform factor analysis. So we go to multivariate factor analysis. For the variable, we took all the 9 variable, and then method of extraction, principal components, type of rotation, none. Then we click OK. Then we will get to factor analysis for the 9 variable. So that is the analysis for question for assignment 2. Thank you.